All right, everyone, welcome back. I have an update for you. And as always, thanks for joining me. And come on in, we're going to take a look at the latest update on cameras, multiple cameras. Now, I was going to wait a while for an update, but I said, you know what? We can document the latest and the greatest because you know what? I have achieved floor installation. Yes, before and lots of painting too. I would say probably 90% painted. A lot of edging still has to be done, but you can see ceiling, not so much. So the floor was installed. Now I did have millwork that was installed and I told them, get it the hell out of here because the floor wasn't even done, all that crud. But I came in, I was actually out of town. My wife tells me, do not let people know you're out of town. So I'm like, okay, I won't. And out for about 10 days maybe. And I came back and I was pleasantly surprised that the floor's done, which means we can measure for cases now because we won't have any discrepancy in the height. So here is, now this closet still hasn't been painted at all, you can see. This was the previous security rack system, all those great wires. And we have a lot less lights working now. So the electricians have done all kinds of stuff except actually install lights that can light up. Now, I don't know if this is a function of the cooling, but there's this condensation from the AC that was dripping when I got in here. I emptied the bucket. It was maybe a quarter of the way up. I'm like, what the hell is that? So I don't know why there's this condensation dripping. You can see there's some water stain there from that condensation escape or drainage. It's draining in there. Hopefully it won't overfill by tomorrow. But you can see the floor, by the way, has these silver highlights in it everywhere. Now, I thought they were going to be longer. It gives it this like cross hatch, almost like an X pattern. I guess if you're like into the X-Men, that's a cool thing. I dialed down the AC just a couple of degrees, thinking maybe that might mitigate some of that condensation. But I don't know. It's still coming out fast and furious. And I don't know if the flooring guy wanted it to be particularly cold. I can't tell if it's slowed down, but anyway, so now, I mean, unfortunately, there's no lighting to really show you anything. But this room does have its, does it? Should have. There we go. So you can see now, painted. Okay, the roof is still a mess. We don't have the custom roof in yet, but we have a lovely floor. That wall straight ahead is an accent color. I didn't even know they were doing an accent color, but I guess it's better than having monotone everywhere. You can see everything's lovely painted. There was a lot of cutting, a lot of glass, a lot of trim work. So that's all painted. So they have this board down. Maybe I'm screwing it up by walking on the, what do you call it, LVT? You know what it is, LVT? You can see all more painting here. Unfortunately, like I said, very, very piss poor lighting right now. All the holes that were cut, there's going to be a ton of lighting. It's just not installed or operating. You can see there, holes everywhere. Now the theater room has a, oh, here's the, damn it, no lights in here. This is the fortune teller room. And there's no lights in here, but it's nice to have all these glass windows up top. Interior windows, like, which does add light. Doesn't make the spaces feel closed in. But the theater room has it's kind of nice, like this carpet. Hopefully they can clean it, and I guess it's a good sound absorption material. So over there where I'm gonna have the custom seating, which they had installed, and I said, get that the hell out. They just installed a carpet there as well. And so they would have had to chop it up into pieces to install it. So I was like, what the hell are you guys doing? But they didn't know I was the owner. So there's the hole for the subwoofer, which is kind of cool. I told them I don't need an accent wall in here. I think they're going to paint it there. I'm like, nah, don't bother. I don't need it. I was trying to save the painter some time, you know, because it was just kind of like not necessary. But that has the accent wall there. And you can see this flooring's all done here. So it's progress, you know. I mean, really, in all honesty, if the ceiling was done, I can get the machines in, really. Which would be great to get them the hell out of storage, get them out of multiple houses at this point. And you can see nicely painted again. Now, to repeat myself, there's again the accent color wall. I guess they want you to focus on it when you flip around. I said, you know what? Make sure this is locked. You can see a lot of touch-up still has to be done. But I think the painter was just like, man, I've had enough. So like all this has to be cut in. But that's okay. You can see the ceiling here. Do have the black frame outline. We still have to get black vents. The speaker grills have to be black, those panels also. There's a lot of painting still to go on. But most of it's, you know, like I said, done. Like the inside of this closet was done, all the trim, but that closet still needs to be painted. So you can see it's work in progress. But I gotta tell you, I'm glad that like this floor is in and, you know, sort of cleaned up. They moved all this. This was actually, this here is millwork. This was one giant long, I don't know if it's a countertop. And I had to move some stuff upstairs. This was so heavy they couldn't move it, so they put it on dollies, and I guess the floor guy was able to roll it around. So it's kind of frustrating. I really didn't want it here at all, so hopefully it'll stay in one piece. It didn't get shifted around. Now this electricity, these floor outlets, man, these are freaking tall. I'm like, what the hell? This is like right in the path too. Right in the exit path. So I'm thinking like, why isn't this flush to the floor, man? I'm gonna kick the crap out of this thing. Somebody's gonna trip and they're gonna call like the law offices of Burnham and sue them or something. I don't know if that PVC could be chopped down, because that is PVC. That's just a weird, I mean, it's just sticking up way high. Look at that thing. No bueno. No bueno. So we'll see what the solution is for that. I'm not real happy with this, especially right there, for the love of God. Like those two I could probably have some machines in front of, but this here, man, not in the path, the exit path. And you can see here, very dark. Let's see if any of these lights, I don't even think I have the, did they take the light switches off? What the hell? Huh? Nothing. Man, I tell you, these electricians, they disconnected like almost everything. I guess they have to, but still, geez Louise. And then my office here, office/studio, it's a freaking staging ground now. I don't think there's anything there. Here's my special sign, my secret sign for the front. Oh, the thing looks like a popcorn bucket. I don't know what the hell that is, but I still have to do a lot of work. But painted with my accent wall. Accent wall that I had no idea was going up. And I guess they have a floor into this closet as well. Yep. Well, hopefully when he paints. By the way, I had my coin-op guy, Mike Hasanoff, my main coin-op guy. We ordered all this cardboard here, right? And we sat here for like hours making templates of about 40 machines, floor templates. Sort of like similar to this RAM board stuff I'm walking on. And the purpose of that was to lay them out, you know? And we had so much crap on the floor that it was still pretty hard to do, but we sort of figured out we can more or less fit everything. Man, that's still coming down fast and furious. I don't think adjusting the AC did anything So you know what? I'm gonna err on the side that they wanted it at 72. And I'm just gonna put it back at 72, the hell with it. Because it's still dripping like mad. And I'm gonna kill the lights. But you know what, look, we got flooring, most of the painting done. I mean, Rome was not built in a day. I'm hoping optimistically that Labor Day, this thing can be soft opening. That's it, my friends. If you like this latest update, you know what? Subscribe to the channel. Thumb up the video. Tell me what you think. If you have any remarks, I would appreciate it. And that's pretty much it. Appreciate your time as always. And with that, everyone, I will talk to you later.